Well, it's 3 a.m. That must mean it's time for another MrBPD After Dark. A little bit different than normal MrBPD videos. This is more just a chance to talk about the things that are on my mind. No real topics, just whatever goes, I guess. Unedited. So I like to think of it more like a radio broadcast or a podcast or an iPod. I don't know. I don't have to worry about being quiet for once. Normally, this early or late, depending on how you look at it, I have to be quiet because children are sleeping. But everyone is left for the holiday season. I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving out there, especially the Native Americans that listening today. Thank you very much for all the help that you gave us when we arrived. I know that probably sounds insensitive, but on Thanksgiving, shouldn't we be thankful for the Indians? I know they're thankful for us. Oh, I guess that's wrong. I shouldn't say things like that. It's insensitive. I should just be like everybody else and just pretend that we're celebrating a day that isn't just the attempted genocide of a whole people. Well, now that that nasty bit of business is out of the way, I hope you're all ready to stuff your face with food you don't need while people starve in other countries. That's what I'm thankful for. I live in a country where food is in such abundance that I can waste all of it that I want. I even like to think of the starving children as I waste food. I think of them. I mean, if they weren't starving, then I couldn't feel great about the fact that I'm not starving. So they do help me out. You might be able to tell I'm a little bitter today or now. I'm I don't want to say that I'm. Yeah, I am. I'm bitter. I'm turning into a bitter old man. The holiday seasons remind me how unloved I am. Most of the year is fine because I'm not reminded of it. I can go about my day to day life without the constant reminder that nobody cares about me. Yet, come Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's just blatant, it's in my face, very obvious that I'm uncared for. The reason I have the house to myself is everyone's gone and they're with family. They won't be back until Saturday. But every year, I find myself alone on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, Kitty's with me, so it's me and Kitty and a fire. And I'm used to it at this point. It's been this way forever. I think the last time I was with family on a holiday was when I was living with my mom before she decided that I was unworthy to live with her. And that was the last, yeah, I haven't had a family holiday since then. It's weird. When my mom kicked me out of the house, it was like I got kicked out of the entire family. So, yeah, it's been over 20 years, I think, of spending Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. for some reason, it still kind of bums me. It just bums me out when everyone goes to be with their family. I mean, just the fact that everyone I know has family that wants to be with them and I don't just gets to me. But I shouldn't let it, because honestly, I mean, would I really want to spend time with my family? Especially with all the years of not feeling. I mean, if they were just to show up now and pretend to care, would I be able to just pretend like they hadn't hurt me deeply all these years? It'd probably be a bad situation, so I don't even know why I think that it would be a good idea. Then again, my family's all getting up there in age now. I mean, hell, I'm getting old, so all the members of my family are like getting super old because they were old when I was a kid. So now that I'm getting old, they're definitely getting old. So there's only so many days that we have left until these opportunities will no longer be there to get together, to spend time with each other, to have fights, to argue, to wish we weren't spending time together. Wouldn't that be nice to actually be around my family enough that I just wish I could get the hell away from them, you know? But soon they're all going to pass away, and then the opportunity's gone. But nobody seems to think like that or want to think like that. Everybody thinks there's more time. Not me though. I'm obsessed with the fact that time is running out. My obsession with time running out is a little different than most people's, though I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. I mean, I've been suicidal long enough that I've been looking forward to death. I still look forward to death. I'm not as suicidal as I once was, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell anybody that if I were to die right now, I'd be terribly upset about it. I shouldn't just stop talking like that. It leaves dead air. Nobody likes dead air. My apologies. I was watching the fire and it was hypnotic. Fire is very hypnotic. But I do have family now that I think about it, because I have all of you, and you all help me out so very much. It might not seem like it, but this whole YouTube channel thing, it is what keeps me going. When I was really suicidal, a lot of you kept me going just with your messages telling, I don't know, you all make me feel like you care. Because all of you genuinely do care, I feel, and if well, if this is your first time experiencing one of my videos or watching one of my videos, even though this technically isn't a video, it's more of a, well, it's more audio than video. But I know even you are going to be caring people. Anyway, what I was trying to say is it was all of your support that really helped me get through when I was really suicidal. When I couldn't think of anything that I had that was worth anything. Nobody would miss me if I was gone. But that's not true because now that I have this YouTube channel and I have all of you, for some reason, all of you seem to get some kind of value out of it or something. I don't see it myself, but I don't need to. And if I can help somebody, then that gives me a reason to be around. I don't really think I help anybody directly. I just maybe something I say, even though most of what I say is ridiculous, maybe make someone smile or get through another crappy day, and that's really all I want. Or help somebody to realize they're not alone, because I know I feel alone all the time. Sometimes I can even be in a crowd of people and still feel alone. If I can help those out there that feel like nobody understands what they're going through and that they're all alone, if I can at least let them know that there's somebody else out there that is experiencing the same thing, that is in the same shitty ass boat, up that same paddle, or I was going to say up that same paddle without a creek, but up that creek without a paddle. You're not alone. It just feels like it, but trust me, there's others out there that are in that boat with you. And I'm getting a little too sappy and mopey here. People listen to my stuff for funny stuff, not this sad, dramatic crap. I don't really have too much to say. I don't know. Well, I mean, I could sit here in the dark watching the fire with the kitty. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do. I think I'm getting to a spot where my thoughts are all starting to just glob into one feeling other than thoughts. This is when I find my emotions to be like this, I try to step away from them. I've been practicing meditation, which, if I was better at meditating, would probably work better. I find it difficult to separate myself from my thoughts, to look at things with a non emotional filter. I think I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to do some meditating on this subject, see if I can cheer myself up and get myself out of this funk. Because I'm sure sitting in the dark at 3 a.m. watching a fire with a cat is probably not the best way to cheer oneself up. So maybe I'm going to turn on some lights, do some meditating, and eat a ham sandwich or something. Maybe that's more of a cheerful activity. If any of you out there have ham and bread, you too can make a ham sandwich, and we can both have a ham sandwich together. By together, I mean completely apart at different times. If you don't have ham bread, then I'm sorry, but you cannot eat a ham sandwich with me then. So all of you, try to have yourself a happy, happy Thanksgiving. Feel guilty about what our ancestors did to the poor Indians. And for all the Native Americans out there, I don't even know what it must be like to be in your shoes, to live in the U.S. with the history that there is. So, I mean, with great sincerity, my heart goes out to you, especially on a day like today, where everyone's just so thankful that they came to America. Anyway, I don't want to get too political, but I just want to let you know that I think you got a shitty deal. All right, you all have yourself a good day. Till next time, keep on keeping on.